Hi students, today we are going to discuss about production of induced EMF by changing relative orientation of the coil with the magnetic field. First you should know about the rectangular coil. So imagine it is a rectangular frame, rigid frame. So at the edges I have wound the wire. For your understanding, I have made only one turn. So in a rectangular frame, I have made one turn. So in this case, we are going to take the rectangular coil with n turns. So number of turns around the rectangular frame is more. So it is a rectangular coil with n turns. I hope you understand about the rectangular coil. So this arrangement, this rectangular coil rotates in anti-clockwise direction with the angular velocity omega about an axis. So at the fixed axis, it is going to rotate perpendicular to the field and to the plane of the board. Let A is the area of this rectangular coil. At time t, the plane of coil is perpendicular to the field. So arrangement will be like this. So plane of the coil is perpendicular to the magnetic field, and the flux linked with the coil has its maximum value. Flux is nothing but a magnetic field lines passing through the area. Suppose you are going to keep the rectangular coil like this, means more number of field lines passing through that area. So magnetic flux will be maximum. So what is the value of the magnetic flux? Phi, that is equal to phi b, that is equal to NBA. That arrangement can be represented in the diagram like this. So at the time it is equal to 0, initially that plane is perpendicular to the field. Now in a time t seconds, after some seconds, the coil is rotated through an angle theta. Let me explain with this model. At t seconds, the coil rotates. I told already it rotates in an anti-clockwise direction. It rotates with a particular angle theta. So let me explain with the diagram. So here coil rotates with the angular velocity omega. So that the coil in the given time that makes the angle theta with the magnetic field. To understand about the angle, we have to take the normal. So normal is nothing but a perpendicular line to this plane of the rectangular. So at the initial stage, initial position like this, So what is the angle between the magnetic field lines and the normal? It is 0. You can see that magnetic field lines are passing in this direction, towards right direction. So normal also point towards the right side. They both are in the same direction. So what is the angle? Angle is 0. Now after t seconds, it is shifted. It is rotated like this. Coil is rotated like this. Now normal makes the particular angle with the magnetic field line. To find the angle theta, here coil, it is a new position of the coil. What is normal? That is nothing but a perpendicular line to this plane. So you have to write the perpendicular line like this. It is only the normal of the coil that makes the angle theta with this magnetic field. Here we have the magnetic field vector. Now it can be divided into two components. Resolution of vector we have learned. So B vector can be divided into two components. So near to the theta, that is along the normal, we have the cos component. So it's nothing but a normal line. So along the normal, near to the theta, we have the cos component, B cos theta. So perpendicular component will be there. That's nothing but it's act along this direction. So what is the value? B sin theta. So perpendicular component will not give any effect. So B cos theta component has the role in the electromagnetic induction. Therefore, the flux linkage with the coil at the deflected position. So what is the formula for flux linkage? That is nothing but a product of the number of turns in the coil with the magnetic flux phi b. Flux linkage n phi b, that is equal to n ba cos theta. Here cos component only has the role in the electromagnetic induction. That's why we have taken the cos theta. So with the help of the diagram, we can write the formula, or otherwise Initially we have learned what is the formula for phi b. Phi b that is equal to b dot a, b vector dot a vector. Since this is a dot product we can use b a cos theta. So what is the formula for flex linkage? Here I have written flex linkage n. You have to multiply. Here also n can be multiplied. So that is nothing but a n b a cos theta. If you understand, you can use that method. What we have explained with the diagram, that method can be used, or otherwise same expression you can obtain from the previous expressions you have learned. With that expression we can find theta can be written as n phi b is equal to n b a cos omega t. So instead of theta you can write omega t. It is rotating with the angular velocity omega. So what is the formula for omega? Omega that is equal to theta by t. Angular velocity that is equal to angular displacement by time. So we can rearrange what is the value of theta. Theta that is equal to omega t. So instead of theta we can write omega t. According to Faraday's law, here I have written the equation of the Faraday's law and I have applied the value of the flux linkage from the previous expression. So what are the constant values are there that can be taken outside? N, B, A. They are the constant values. Only angle is going to change. Here in this case, angle is going to change. So N, B, A can be taken outside. So only cos omega t want to be differentiated. What is the value of the differentiation of the cos omega t? It's nothing but a minus sin omega t. So that gives you the minus sin omega t. Once again, we have to differentiate the omega t. So inside value that also want to be differentiated. That gives you the omega. So here I am going to differentiate cos omega t. What is the value? Minus sin omega t. Once again I have to differentiate the omega t. That's nothing but a omega. So here minus into minus, that is nothing but a plus. So omega can be taken here. So what will be the new value? Induced EMF of epsilon is equal to NBA omega sin omega t. When the coil is rotated through 90 degree from the initial position. This is only the initial position. We have at the t seconds we have rotated like this. That makes a particular angle. For that only we have written the expression. Now it is rotated through the 90 degree from the initial position. What will be the new position? It will be like this. So what is the angle between the magnetic field lines and the normal? 90 degree. Now omega t is nothing but a theta. So now theta is 90. So what will be the value? Sin 90 is nothing but a 1. The maximum value of the induced EMF. So epsilon m that is equal to sin omega t value, now it is 1. So what will be the remaining thing? N B A omega. It is only the maximum value of induced EMF in this case. Therefore, the value of induced EMF at any instant is given by, because know the constant value NBA omega that is equal to epsilon m. So in a general expression we can write, instead of the 4 values we can write epsilon that is equal to epsilon m sin omega t. It is seen that the induced EMF varies a sine function of the time angle omega t. Let me explain how EMF will be induced in this method. So rectangular coil that has the area A and magnetic field is also a fixed one. So we are going to rotate the rectangular coil in the magnetic field. There is a change in the angle. So angle between the normal and the magnetic field continuously changes. With respect to change in angle, there will be a change in magnetic flux that will induce the EMF in this experiment. Now we are going to discuss about the variation of induced EMF as a function of omega t. And we are going to draw the graph between induced EMF and the time angle omega t. Here I have taken only one magnetic field line for your understanding. So in that magnetic field line we are going to rotate. So already we have, as per discussion, is going to rotate. The rectangular coil is going to rotate in an anti-clockwise direction like this. So what is the initial position? At the initial position, what will be the angle between the normal and the magnetic field line? The angle is 0. So theta that is equal to 0. So instead of theta we have taken, so theta is nothing but omega t. Theta is equal to omega t. So initial position, what is the value of omega t? Omega t is equal to 0. Now the coil is going to rotate in an anti-clockwise direction. It is a new position. So what is the angle between the normal and the magnetic field lines? Both are perpendicular to each other. That's nothing but a 90 degree. So that can be written as pi by 2. So omega t, that is equal to pi by 2. At the third case, now the coil is rotated like this. Now what is the angle between the normal and the magnetic field line? They are in an opposite direction. So the now angle is 180. So instead of 180, we can write pi. Angle is pi now. The fourth case, further it is moved. Now what is the angle? 270. The angle, total rotation of the coil is now 270. So 270 can be written as omega t, that is equal to 3 pi by 2. With the fifth case, from this position to this position, that is nothing but the initial position. Once again, after full rotation, that comes to initial position itself. Now what is the angle? 360. One rotation is completed, so the now angle is 360. So how can we write the 360? Omega t is equal to 2 pi. Now we have the different angles. For that different time angles, we have to find the induced EMF in the coil. For that, we have to substitute in the equation. Here EMF in the angle, at the angle 0. So EM sin, instead of omega t, we have to apply 0. So what is the value? EMF value is equal to 0 here. Next pi by 2, we have to apply the pi by 2. So EMF epsilon is equal to E epsilon m sin pi by 2. Sin pi by 2, sin 90, that's nothing but a 1. So in this case, it has the maximum value. EMF has the maximum value. Initially, EMF is not there, 0. So here, third case, EM sin pi. What is the sin 180 value? That is nothing but a 0. So once again, EMF will be equal to 0 at the third position. Fourth case, epsilon is equal to epsilon m sin 3 pi by 2. What is that? Sin 270 value? Minus 1. So epsilon is equal to minus epsilon m. In the last case, there is no case. So here we can write. So sigma epsilon is equal to epsilon m sin 2 pi. What is the value of sin 2 pi? That's nothing but a 0. So here also, in this case also, epsilon is equal to 0. Here we have found the different EMF values for the different angles. So this tabular column will gives you the relation between the time angle omega t and the induced EMF. What we have discussed already, it is given in the tabular column. Now we are going to draw the graph between the time angle omega t, which is taken in the x-axis, and the corresponding induced EMF, which is taken in the y-axis. So I have find the angles 0, pi by 2, that's nothing but a 90 degree, pi, 3 pi by 2, and 2 pi. Values increases, so that's why let us assume the points there. Now we are going to find the induced EMF for the corresponding angles. First one, angle is 0, omega t, that is equal to 0. What is induced EMF? That is also equal to 0. So we can find there. The point will be here. Next angle is pi by 2. What is the induced EMF? That has the maximum value epsilon, positive value. So let us assume it is here. Next angle is pi, that is nothing but a 180. For 180, what is the induced EMF? 0. Once again 0. For pi, there is no induced EMF, that is equal to 0. We can find that itself. Fourth angle is 3 pi by 2, 270. For 270, what is the value? Minus epsilon. That has the maximum value in a reverse direction. That means it will be here. Let us assume here. The y-axis, minus value. One rotation is over. So that is nothing but a 2 pi, 360. For 360, what is the induced EMF? This is equal to 0. So once again, you can plot the point here itself. Now we have 5 points. We can join the points. So 0 to pi by 2, pi by 2 to pi, pi to 3 pi by 2, Finally, that leads to 2 pi. F between induced EMF and the time angle for one rotation of the coil is sine curve. So likewise, you are getting the curve means that is nothing but a sine curve. The EMF varying in this manner is called sinusoidal EMF or alternating EMF. If this alternating voltage is given to the closed circuit, the sinusoidally varying current flows in it. This current is called as alternating current, and it is given by, that is equal to Im sin omega t, which is similar to epsilon, that is equal to epsilon m sin omega t. Im is the maximum value of the induced current.